Well, hello. My name's Dave Jones, and you're either watching this because you love all things pan-tam, hand-pan, hung, or you just maybe you like to listen to my voice. I don't know which it is, but I've wanted to take a moment and compare two pans that I have that are kind of classics in their own right. We're sitting here in August 2022. This was made 10, 11 years ago. This is a 2012 SpB, which stands for St. Petersburg, and it's a Kurd 9. So it's 9 tone fields, and then 10 if you count the ding. These were, the name Pan-tam was actually, from what I understand, was actually derived from steel pan and gatam, which is the gatam is the African instrument. It was like clay pot, had a hole in it. The inspiration for the goo. And so taking pan and the last part of gatam, tam, pan-tam. And from what my understanding is, Victor, the creator of SpB, St. Petersburg, he's the one who coined that name. As time went on, Victor's pan-tams began to become associated with a certain quality that some people just fell in love with, different than the hung, and perhaps different from some of the other pans. That quality specifically was something people talked about as like ceramic or woody, not tinny, not light. So the thickness of the steel is one of the things. This is thicker than most of the newer pans that I have. Also, they're hand hammered. You can see all the hammer marks around the do here, and it just feels like a jewel that like you dug out of the earth. There's something really earthy. Nothing slappy or tinny about it. Not that those qualities are wrong, but people have been drawn to the solid ceramic woody qualities of this. This particular 2012 Kurd 9, the ding activates the octave. So the D3 activates the D4. Some others, so I have another SpB that's a Mystic 7 from 2011, and that ding activates the fifth, which is the A up here. That's an interesting characteristic. You'll notice like there's soft edges, even the ding. I mean, you can see hammer marks here. You can see a lot of human touch, and I guess that's one of the things that drew me to this was earthy, dense, woody, solid, and Victor's also known, Victor who created this, the SpB, is also kind of widely known for his skills in tuning and isolating notes. And I guess what I do here when I play, it's like what I hear when I play it, it's like you have like a beautiful chorus, but then I hear the individual voices in it, and it's just really special. That combined with this is a percussive machine because of the thickness, because of the tuned shoulders. It really lends lends itself to percussive style playing without sacrificing harmonic and melodic playing. The goo port is tuned. Wow. How do they do it? It's so cool. Oh, amazes me. I first heard the SpB in Colin Folk's, I think the first time I actually, well, I don't know, because I had listened to Colin's, a lot of his early videos were SpBs, and so I had heard the SpBs on his videos, but then I stopped by his shop, and he let me play SpB, and I was just, it did something. You know, I discovered these pans like a lot of you did through healing. Like I had a brain injury, and I've gone through PTSD a couple times in my life, and I was in the real thick of darkness, you know, and that's when I discovered the hand pan. February of 2018 is the first time I heard one. And by October, we had one in our house, thanks to Colin Folk, who put one up, and Jake Murdoch, who put one up for auction, and my daughter won it, and that's the start of this journey. When I heard the SpB, it did something inside of my head that it still does. Yeah, there's a lot of, I've posted quite a few videos of me playing this. I'm going to put this down for a second and introduce, this is a PanArt 2nd generation Hong, made by PanArt, and some of the features that you would know, it's 2nd generation, although a couple of first gens I have seen with this brass or copper band, and then it doesn't have the shiny ding, and so it's in D. I think all 2nd gens were in the key of D. I think all the dings of 2nd gens were in the key of D, and you'll notice it has 8 notes instead of 9. The SpB has 9 notes, and then the ding, the Hong has 8 notes plus a ding. This is also, if you follow Hongs, you'll know like a 2nd gen with 8 notes is fairly rare. And so this is basically a Kurd, and it is Kurd, and that's how it's tuned. And it is, you know, I guess what I would say about this sound is that this is, yeah, I heard Daniel Waples playing in that tunnel, and it was this sound. This resonance, this Helmholtz, is really special. I don't know if I'm picking it up on the mic. You can probably hear it as I'm moving my knee back and forth. You can tune these with your knee based on where you place it in front of the goo. So this pan, aesthetically, I think it's the most beautiful pan I've ever seen. The 2nd gens. There's also, if you'll notice, there's a little bit of like brass or copper color around the edge of the ding. You know, these are interesting compared to the SpB. It's lighter. The steel feels lighter. They used a type of steel called what they call pang, and so I guess it was their own formula. They had somebody make it, then they shaped it. I think the shells were actually made in a machined, and then they tuned them in their workshop. And I guess what I would say about this is it has that sound that takes me back to the first time I heard one of these. this pan, I love shoulder tones, and this pan has a crystal, really. Ooh. Why do I love it? I mentioned the sound, taking back the origins. I know there's a lot going on with PanArt right now. I don't even know what to say about that. I guess I'm mostly man, I don't know. I wish they had taken a different course so that they were able to appreciate how much the world, myself included, have healed because of what they created. So, I feel gratitude for that. I'm sad that things have taken a turn for them, that they have, and I don't know all the story. I just know I'm thankful to have this. There's a sense when you get a pan, for me, and how it was created and who made it and what they felt at the time, that comes through the pan. And I play this a lot in medical facilities, and it is one of these pans that when people hear it, it moves the soul. I love that in the second gen got a lot smoother. There's no dimples. There's no little dimples inside the dimple or little like marks where they, I don't know if they, whatever they were using when they were tuning on a lot of the first gens. Everything is smooth, and I love that. The other thing is it's small, and it's so easy in the lap. And I'm 6'1", I have really long arms, so even the bigger pans I can manage pretty well. But if you are a smaller person, some of these smaller pans they just feel so good in the lap. The distance between your hands, the distance between the notes is a lot closer, and I love that. I say that, but is that true? I'm looking. I don't know. Maybe it's not that closer. It depends on how many notes you've got on the tone field. I'm looking at some of my other bands. I'm not sure these are closer. Maybe they're even farther apart. So, I think it's a great complement with the SpB. The timbre is different enough that even though they share the same notes, the timbre is different enough that I have several videos playing them together, and I think that they really complement one another. And I'm super thankful, to have come across this and to get to be able to steward it for over a little while. So you can see this one doesn't have a strong gain activation, and it does activates the whereas the SpB activates the octave, this activates the fifth, but it doesn't like blare. So there's a lot of control there. I don't know what else to say about it. I love that, and I don't remember what I titled that. I wrote that about a month ago. Universal Fire. Oh, I really like playing that, and I like it on this pan better than on the SpB. It just has a different. This has the voice of this, you know, because it's not as thick. It's louder isn't the right, but it has a way of like, just the way the sound waves interact with the body. It's not as dense. You know, the SpB is dense and solid, and these, it's a little looser and wavy like, not out of control, but it has a lighter kind of feel to it. And there are certain times when that's the medicine I'm looking for, and there are certain times when I'm looking for the SpB medicine.